Good afternoon. It's Rev Granny Jan again, and I'm a little bit behind this week. It was really busy with family time over Thanksgiving here in Canada. I hope that everyone had a fantastic Thanksgiving weekend, be it a quiet one or a busy one. Mine was a little bit busy, 2 days in a row with family time, but exhausting, but absolutely fantastic. Wouldn't have it any other way. I have decided this hmm, vlog, I guess it is, to talk about the creation time statements that are in the Gathering magazine. This way. I got it if I can get it so it's not got any glare on it. I use this all the time for fantastic ideas. I lead worship in a pastoral charge of two United churches out here in Northumberland County, specifically St. Andrews and Grafton, and Castleton United. And I used this this past Sunday because I wanted to wrap it up. Creation time, if you don't know, is in Pentecost. It's kind of in the midst of Pentecost, and it goes from the beginning of September until Thanksgiving weekend. So depending on, I should say, the long weekend of September. So depending on when Labor Day falls, it's either 5 weeks of creation time or it's 6 weeks. And this week we had 6 weeks of creation time. And every week has a statement, and every statement is important. So I want to read them to you, and then we're going to talk about them. So here's the 6 statements. Creation invites, enjoy my songs. Creation encourages, seek my intelligence. Creation asks, journey lightly upon me. Creation pleads, advocate for me. Creation prays, sustain me. And creation implores, cherish me. And as I read those when I was going through the weeks, I realized that the verb is increasing in intensity as creation is trying to get something across to us. So it begins with inviting and then encouraging and then asking and pleading and praying and imploring. We need to pay attention to creation. Creation is where we all live. Creation is what God gave us to live on, live amongst, with all the wonderful flora and fauna that we have, all the colors, all the, oh my goodness, everything that we have here. But also, going back to those statements, what creation is asking for also increases with intensity. So first, creation is saying, enjoy my songs, then seek my intelligence. Journey lightly upon me, advocate for me, sustain me, and cherish me. And this is, I mean, if we cherished creation, we wouldn't be doing a lot of the things that we're doing in creation right now. But we need to look after creation regardless of what we've done in the past, regardless of what people are doing at the moment. We need to rethink a lot of this. And I often like to speak to the Indigenous because before we got here, they were really pretty good at managing creation, looking after it, using the land only for what they needed, only killing animals for what they needed, and then using all of it. They didn't leave a whole lot of waste behind because they were in tune with creation. We're not so much in tune with creation. We need to get a whole lot better at that. So if we truly did cherish creation, we would be doing all of those other things that are listed, and most of all enjoying it, because creation is beautiful. I mean, I look out here, I think I mentioned it in my last video and will for forever probably. I look out my office / chapel window, and I see my beautiful butterfly bush, which of course we're getting into fall now. I was seeing butterflies on it even yesterday. And it's phenomenal to me because they used to be gone by Labor Day weekend, and now here they've been out here into October. This is wild, beautiful, but wild. And if they don't leave soon, I'm going to be knitting little dickers for them or something to keep them warm, the poor guys. But this is God's wondrous world. It is indeed beautiful and and fantastic and colorful, and oh my goodness, it's lovely. And I was recently blessed with visiting a place out in my county. I'm in Northumberland County. And out here, literally right around the corner from the Castleton Church, is a lovely place called Fells Meadows, owned by Leslie Fell. And this is not a paid ad. I was there for a retreat. She has got over 100 acres there, and she has done an amazing job of working with God's creation to create a wonderful space. She's got a farmhouse where people can stay. She's built some other buildings. She's got a 30-foot yurt that you could like do classes in, have get-togethers in. She has built with rocks a huge labyrinth that is absolutely amazing. She's also built a medicine wheel there. Now, I will caution you that it's a little bit of rough terrain. I mean, we are the Northumberland Hills, so you're walking up and down and in amongst trees and things like that. So it's not an easy trail. It certainly is not what I would call accessible. We had planned to take a friend of mine who has a walker up there, and Leslie kindly offered her golf cart, but the woman didn't join us in the end. But just to be able to get up and see some of these amazing things on where she has this space, this tiny little piece of God's creation here on earth, and it's absolutely gorgeous. And I'm sure that there's other places out there that are similar, but hers is just amazing. Anyway, if you ever get a chance to wander through it, do it. But creation on our planet has grown and changed over time. It has to grow and change over time. That's inevitable. Change is inevitable. And it's kind of necessary that it changes in some cases. We grow, we change, we move on to different things. But creation sometimes changes for the better and sometimes not so much. And it is, however, really sad to me to see our neglect causing change, to see our intrusiveness causing change, to see our urban expansion causing change. Do we need places to live? Yes. Are we kind of used to living in houses around here? Yeah. Do I want to live off the grid? Not especially. But we can be very conscious of how we do that and where we do that and exactly what is best to do. Small things that we think are inconsequential can cause issues. We've been talking about the bee population diminishing in the last years, and we need to be careful with that because the bees help to pollinate things out there. That's important. If they don't pollinate things, stuff doesn't grow. It's really important. So I'm going to make this one short because, I don't want to get too yappy. But I want to say, let's remember, especially on this Thanksgiving Sunday, Thanksgiving again up here in Canada, that we need to be thankful for what we've been given in creation by Creator. We were given this to look after. We do need to look after it. We need to honor it. We need to take care of it. We need to cherish it. This is indeed God's wondrous world. Let's keep it around for a whole lot of years yet. I hope that you had a fantastic Thanksgiving weekend if you were celebrating, and if not, the American Thanksgiving is coming up soon. Stay well, everyone. Amen.